Well, good morning and thanks for joining me. You know, one of the great things about having been a missionary for over 20 years is that there are a lot of things in American culture that we were not a part of, from fashion trends to music to TV shows. And now that we're back in the United States, it's been fun watching some of these TV series that were so popular several years ago. And one of the latest that we've been watching is The Amazing Race. Now, for those of you who don't know or have never heard or have been living in a different country for a couple decades like we were, and it's an adventure reality show where teams compete against each other in doing various tasks going all around the world. There are various legs, and the last team to arrive at each leg is eliminated until only one team is left, and that team wins $1 million. Well, in this amazing race, if you win the first leg, you win what's called an express pass. It's a pass that the team can choose to use any time they want to, and when they get to a task, they can just skip over it. And it's a huge advantage to have in your back pocket whenever you get to a task that may be too hard or you don't want to do, just to know it's there, to know you don't have to do it. You can skip over it altogether. You know, I think many people, when they first put their trust in Jesus, think that Jesus is kind of like that express pass. Oh, with Jesus, we may be saved from doing the things that we don't like doing. We don't have to go through sicknesses or he saved us from certain financial difficulties. All these things can be true, but more often than not, the wonderful part about having a relationship with Jesus isn't that he saves us from those experiences. It's that he goes through those experiences with us. In Psalm 23, David got this right when he wrote in verse 4, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." As Christians, we do not have an express pass out of life's troubles. We have a God who became Emmanuel, God with us. Listen to what he told his people through the prophet Isaiah in Isaiah 43, 1-3. He said, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flames scorch you, for I am the Lord your God." His promise wasn't to save us from the water or from the fire. As Christians, there's no express pass around some of life's trials. But what he promised is better, for he promised to be with us in the midst of them, which is ultimately better. If today you find yourself in the midst of deep waters or a fiery trial, I pray that you feel his presence, that you know in a new way this God Emmanuel, this God with us. Have a great day. Ciao.